What is up, dudes and dudettes? It's your boy Pete Plays TCG, and I am finally back with another video. I know I took a bit of a hiatus. I made a post about it on YouTube, and I'm going through a lot of stuff mentally. It's a hard part of the year for me. I lost a few friends. If you guys didn't know, I am a vet. I did almost 14 years, and a few years ago, lost a couple of buddies around this time period. Got a lot of my own mental health issues that I'm dealing with. I was also medically retired because of PTSD. So that being said, I want to go and start this on a positive note now. I've been playing a deck, Charlotte Pudding. Been super fun. I've had a blast with it. We're gonna do a deck profile. It's inspired for one of my friends, Ray. So shout out to him. Really appreciate him sharing his deck list with me. I had a deck list prior that I was using, which was still performed pretty well. I won a 2v2 with it, and then I also won locals with this list that he provided with me for me. Excuse me. And then yeah, I just want to share with you guys and see if you guys like it. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching my videos. The Nami video did way better than I expected. We got over 1,000 views, which is the first time I've ever broke 1K on YouTube. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to be a little more consistent with the posting now. Now that I'm trying to kind of get my mental health under control and getting the help I need. But I appreciate you guys, and let's check out this deck profile. All right, guys, sorry about the yapping at the beginning. I just wanted to catch you up. However, here's the leader, Charlotte Pudding. If you guys don't know what this leader does, it says when attacking, you can flip 2 cards from the top of your life face up, and then you can ramp a Dawn rested. So really good. Basically, the goal of this deck is to turbo to 10 Mom, turbo to 8 Cat, which there's a few combo lines that we can do with the Katakuris that we'll talk a little more as we move forward. So let's go into the deck profile. First things first, we are going to be running 4 of the new 1-drop Pudding Searcher. Very good. Searches the top 5, and then has an activate main. Dawn -1, you can rest the character, and then you can look at the opponent's top card of their deck, which is really good information. Kind of helps you get gauge lethal, things like that, what they could potentially play next turn and things of that nature. Next, we're going to play 2 of the OP-3 searchers. Look at the top 4 for Big Mom Pirates, other than Pudding. And yeah, the card's been around for a while from OP-03. Just, staple searcher. I like having 5 searchers, and it's all counter, so it's much better than the old searcher event from 08. Next, I'm running 1 Flampe searchable, but it really wasn't. This card pretty much got cut from this list, but I'm only using it right now because I'm missing one of my beige 2Ks, which you'll see here shortly. Next, this card is actually insane. Zeus. Costs 2 Dawn to play. On play, you can take the top card of your life, and then KO 5 costs or less. So very, very good. Some removal if you need to get rid of a body to kind of stay ahead, keep the pressure off of you. Very good, cheap utility there. This card's great. I think it's basically a staple in every yellow deck now. Shirahoshi. She's a blocker. And then if she would be KO'd by effects, you can heal a life. So very good into removal decks. Next, this is the card. I love this card so much, and I'm glad to see it finally shining. The 2-drop Katakuri. It says activate main. You can trash this character. Then you can play a Katakuri card equal to the Dawn that your opponent has. So there's play lines, and I've done it quite a few times. I think I'm going to post some of the videos, and we'll kind of do analysis of, what I did right, what I did wrong, things that we can do better in the future. But I like to establish it on the board. So there's plays where I can go 8-drop removal cat, remove a body, and then I can activate this card and play the blocker cat. It's just it's just insane value for the amount of Dawn it is. Just really, really, really good card. Next, Brûlé. I mean, come on. Searchable. It's 1K counter. Trigger. Play the card. And it's just like a nice low-to-the-ground blocker. This card literally came up so clutch against Yamato because I was drawing really bad. Was not seeing any top end. And, yeah, she was just dying for my sins, man. Like, just keeping the pressure off of me so I can establish bodies and end up turning the tide of the game. All right, next, everyone's least favorite to hit out of life. Capone Beige. He's essentially just a vanilla 2K, but if you hit him out of life, he's insane. Trigger says, choose one of your opponent's characters or leaders, and they cannot attack. Like, just fucking busted. Like I said, this will be at 4. There's a few budget option cards in this deck list, just because I either A, don't have them, or B, just can't afford them right now, which is fine. Like, and it gives you guys an option too to go and you can still play this deck basically at the, you know, same level. You're just lacking, you know, 1 or 2 cards, but it's not a big deal because we can make up for it because there are some cards that can help. Next, this Usohachi, this should be at 4, but once like I said, there's just some cards I'm missing, so I'm missing 2. So I'm playing the OP-5 Usohachi instead, the 3/4 when attacking, rest of 4 with the Dawn 1. It's not great, but it is a 2K, you know, it rests a 4 cost, but you have to do it a Dawn investment, so it's not the best. Really, I just use that as a 2K, never use the ability, never really will, and once I get my other 2 Usohachis, will be back in progress here. I don't remember what card I was missing, but I figured I threw an extra 2K in. Just a really good trigger. It's from the Katakuri starter deck. It's a Brûlé. You know, trigger is if this card gets hit in life, I can look at the top or bottom of my opponent's life and then put it where I want it. And then this card goes to your hand. So really good trigger. Next is Bon Clay. Another card that will be at 4 once I get the other 2. I'm playing a budget option card that I actually hate right now, considering to change it up for a different card. But Bon Clay, just really insane. Gets you ramp, especially if they put you going second. This is my budget option. It's from the film deck. I think starter deck 5. But on play, it ramps a rested Dawn. It's not active Dawn like Bon Clay, but it's a body that we get to establish that they have to answer, and it still ramps us a Dawn. So still very good utility out of it. All right, this is arguably one of the best cards in the deck. 6-drop Katakuri. He's a 6/7 on play. You want to play him on curve. So this deck really has to go first. It doesn't have to, but it feels so much better when you're going first. You go first, you ramp your first swing, and then on curve you play Katakuri. You take the first life. Katakuri on play. You flip a life face down, then you ramp it on active, and then you can just double ramp. So next turn you just go to 10 and go absolutely insane. This card is so good. Great stat line for the cost. Like, you're already getting ahead of your opponent by ramping, and then to be able to establish a 6/7 is really tough for your opponent to out. There's only a few things they can do to it, like crack into it. This is everyone's probably least favorite card, but this card is actually insane. A blocker Katakuri. It's an 8/8 blocker that says at the end of the turn, Rampadon rested and restand 2 of your Big Mom Pirates cards. Just absolutely insane. You get 2 of these on board, you pretty much just win. Like, there's not much anyone can do if you get 2 of those on board and you establish them. And because you can get yours out before UP Luffy, that's what makes this deck insanely strong into it. And I've had nothing but good matches into UP with this deck. It's been very, very good. We're running 2 of the 8-cost Katakuris from OP-03. It's just a removal. And then, like I said, you have that cheeky line where you can use the 2-drop cat, pop the cat, play a blocker, And you can also play this on your 8-Don turn to remove a body. It just helps you get ahead. It's insane. It really is insane. Next, I mean, I don't know if I really need to say anything about this card. Most people know. 10 Mom. She's a tyrant. She was, when people were playing Cat in OP-5, OP-6, like, you just saw that card and it completely demoralizes you. On play, trash an opponent's life, you gain a life, and you're establishing a 12k body. It's just like, when that thing hits the board, it is so exhausting. Like, it hurts. Next, my buddy is the one who recommended this, but 2 10-drop aces, which actually came in clutch. Oh my god, it was great. To be able to play this, heal, and have rush, or just heal to get ahead, to establish and get ready for another turn. Oh my god, it feels amazing. A really good card. And then this is a one of that I'm running is just the 10-drop Linlin with rush. I will never probably use the effect, but nonetheless, a 10-12 rush is just, it's just hard for your opponent to answer, right? And then into UP Luffy, it just puts an immense amount of pressure on. Very good card. That's the deck profile. Honorable mentions, cards that I was running previously. 9 Mom. 9 Mom is a very good card. Helps you remove a body, heal a life. Maybe a little bit slow, but can get you some more, boss monsters in the deck. Like I said, Uso Hachi, we want to play at 4, but I don't have 4, so I'm playing this. So if you have 4, play 4. Bon Clay, like I said, don't play the Ein if you don't have to. Another card that you can play for the Ein is excuse me, OP-11 Basil Hawkins. Very good card. I used it for a long time in RP Luffy when I first started playing the game. It's got a trigger. You play the card, you ramp Arrested Dawn. Just, it's just good utility. You know what I mean? Not bad. Let's see, Flampeys. You can go up on Flampeys, cut some other cards. The world is your oyster with this card. Or with this deck, excuse me. But I really think it has a lot of potential. This is another deck that just, I think is just kind of slept on. But the Big Mom Pirates package cards are just so good. It's hard to overlook this deck. And this was the deck that I thought about building and playing for a long time. So I'm glad I finally did it. And it did not disappoint. I think I've probably lost one game, and it was because of a misplay. I think I'm probably like between 7-1, 10-1. I don't know how many games I've actually played with her, but it's just so consistent. Especially if you can get on the going first curve like this deck. It's hard to lose if you win the dice roll and you go first. Second is rough, I will not lie. But if you're going second, you want to see things like Bon Clay curve and stuff like that. Excuse me. So that you can, you kind of make up for being put off curve. But otherwise, the deck just feels really good. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe another potential candidate that I would play at Nats, like just as a sleeper pick. I don't know how it would look in OP-13. I do know we're getting that Charlotte Smoothie promo, which is pretty nuts. I think it's on KO. You can play Big Mom Pirates card up to whatever Dawn you're on or something like that. So it's basically like 2-cost Cat, but you just play any Big Mom Pirates card. So you can just play a 10 Mom. And I think you play on your opponent's turn, if I remember correctly. So that would be pretty insane. Something to look at and test with, which I will test once I get a hold of them. But for right now, it feels really consistent. I would love to know what you guys think about it. Send me some feedback. Hopefully we can get this deck profile to 1,000 views too. That would be amazing. I'd be very appreciative. But I'm appreciative no matter what. I appreciate all the new people that have recently subscribed. It means a lot. I really do apologize for being on a bit of a hiatus. I think I did need that break a little bit mentally. I'm still going through it, but like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to thug it out and get to where I need to be. And I'm going to make sure I start putting up more consistent content for y'all again. Don't forget to go and check me out on my other social platforms like TikTok. I post a lot of funny shorts and stuff on there. I do enjoy doing that, and I do like 1-minute deck profiles. So if you don't want such an in-depth guide here, then that's the place to be. Go over to TikTok. I'll have a shorter version of this, and I hope you enjoy it. Once again, thank you guys for swinging by, and I'm excited to see you in the next video, which, if you're at the end, I'll give you a little sneak peek. I am going to be doing a Shanks deck profile, which I took to locals, and I lost one game because of a misplay. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.